Neill, it's defeat on the road for the travelling Raith Rovers supporters and your team. How would you sum up the 90 minutes?
Yeah, very, very frustrating. I think in the short time I've been here, that's been probably the day that I think I've learned the most about the group, and unfortunately it's taken a really sore defeat. But lots I'm not overly happy with today. I don't think there was a lot in the game. I just think we've been victims of our own mistakes, our own downfall. So really frustrated at the end.
You say today's the day that you've learned the most. You spent a bit of time with your coaching staff there. Are you able to kind of put that out publicly, or is that something for you to digest over the next few days?
I'm really, really, really frustrated right now, and I think maybe not the best time to totally digest everything. I do know for a fact that there's things that in terms of both boxes we're going to need to be better, because that's where the games are won and lost. And I think I looked today and the first goal, we're not good enough in our own box, and we lose a goal. But equally, the amount of set pieces we had, the amount of balls we put in the box that we should be on the end of, and we're not. And everything in between kind of is almost irrelevant in football when you're not getting those parts right. I think the goals massively changed the game. Even at 1-0, I wasn't overly concerned. I thought we still had enough to get back in, but that kind of 5-minute spell where we lost the goals, and then the following 10-15 minute spells, it just wasn't what I've seen up to now. I think up to now we've been positive, and everything that I've done, the reactions have been positive, they've been aggressive, but we weren't good for that period, and it cost us 3 points.
Effort and endeavour was plentiful, but no real kind of period in the game where we had sustained pressure or Morton on the ropes.
No, I thought the first 25 minutes we did. I thought the first 25 minutes we were very, very good. But we talk about that last part. I thought we get into great positions, hit the ball off people, and didn't connect the final pass, didn't get the shot off the way we wanted. And it was as if it'll be all right. It'll come. No, when you come to a place like this and you start like that, you want to capitalise on it. But then I just thought after that we needed to do more, and I thought we could have done more. We expect effort and endeavour. The lads are good lads, I've said that, but the effort and endeavour is the minimum when you pull on this jersey. I actually thought if anything we were a step off where we've been aggressive in our press and winning the tackles. Today the ball was popping out and we weren't getting it. Where we've been pressing them in their own half on second balls. Today maybe a step off, and they were getting things cleared and they were getting up the park. So it only takes a step off, and then all of a sudden you're behind. So just very frustrating. I think we're all very frustrated because heading into a break we wanted to get another 3 points and really start looking up the table. We just need to, as I say, regroup and pick the bones out of this one.
Such a big opportunity today. Was all kind of, in terms of discussion, was about momentum and building on the positivity of last week, and we go back to the drawing board. Have you had any initial discussion in the dressing room with the boys?
Well, I don't think this is the time to speak too much to the players. I think I've told them my initial thoughts, and not to dissimilar to what I'm saying here. I would not say anything here that I wouldn't say to them. Equally, I don't think it's completely back to the drawing board. I think I've seen more than enough to know that plenty of strengths, plenty of positives. I think that there's many things we could have been standing here and have a different discussion. As I said, I thought the first 30 minutes was very, very good. But as I said, you learn more because there's a lot of tight games in this league, and you want to break the tight games, go in your favour. With enough set pieces. Why are we not getting on the end of one? Why are we not getting the first contact on one? Everyone seemed to be a Morton head. It's an important part of the game, and we need people that are going to come up, score goals from those moments. So these are all things that I need to learn and find out who's going to step up to the plate.
You seem to have a really kind of sharp focus on that aspect in terms of what was actually missing today. Sorry, just as the shutters come down and kind of overpower the microphone there. You were just kind of saying that missing ingredient in terms of taking the game plan forward. Have you really got your finger on the pulse, say what we need to do to shift that?
Yeah, because I think ultimately it's about scoring goals and keeping them in. It's just as simple as that. Again, there's things in between that affect that, but I think we had more than enough opportunities around the box to make that final part, and we didn't. In Morton, we're pretty clinical, with what they had, and that's, as I say, now we're at the end of a defeat, and I don't want to overanalyse anything. Ultimately, those are the moments we need to be able to take our chances and create our chances when we're in good moments.
Difficult time for Raith Rovers supporters as we kind of reach the kind of eve of that first quarter finishing, and the league table makes for some sober reading.
Yeah, again, that win today would have certainly made us all feel a lot better. Going into that break in the first quarter, the good thing is there's 3 quarters left, a lot of football left to be played. and that's what we've got to look for. Like, you know, the next game. You know, we've got to be ready now. We've got longer to wait, but get ready for the next game. As I say, really tough lessons to learn today, but ones that we'll need to learn for the last 3 quarters of the season.
2 weeks, so we've got a bit of a kind of spread of time before we're back in match action, kind of league action. What's the focus?
Well, the focus will be Wednesday night. It's a great opportunity, obviously one for Ross Matthews, but then on the other hand, we've got a lot of players that get opportunity to showcase themselves. We can only pick 11, but on Wednesday night we get a chance for guys and places are up for grabs. You can see today, like, Cathy comes on, does really, really well. I'm sure there's players on the bench that think, right, I want the opportunity, because some of them haven't had as much, and we'll use that game to get those players minutes and get them an opportunity, because as I say, the competition's fierce. We've got players back fit now, and as I say, I'm still learning a lot about everyone in the squad and who's going to be good enough to come to these places and win more often than not.
You said before that your job's about making sure we don't get too high or too low. At times like this, you know, as supporters, we kind of always look to our souls, their shoes, and think, this isn't going where we want it. How do you maintain, you've certainly described the realism about the task in hand, how do you maintain some positivity for us as well as your squad?
No, again, like you say, like, you know, we all on a Saturday night at this time want to be feeling that buzz, and today we don't, so we tend to look at the negatives. Ultimately in our jobs we need to dust ourselves off and not, as I say, overanalyse it. Just that you can't overanalyse. If you win a couple, get carried away, so we won't get carried away. But as I said, I've probably learned a little bit more today and over the coming weeks, I'm sure, but there's plenty to be positive about. As I said, that's the small parts that today would have won us the game. In general, I think I've been there. I think and we can get them there. And as much as I expected us to come here and perform and win, equally as part of, I've been, as I say, not here just a month, or maybe just around a month. Still a short period of time, and hopefully in a month's time we're even better off. The players are, 5% better, and I think that will put us in a good position. So there will be lots to be positive about, and that's a big part of, as I say, being a professional. Dust yourself off and get ready to go again.
We'll catch up with you pre-Ross Matthews testimonial and certainly post that, but thanks for your time.
Thanks, David.